Hello, my soul family. How are you all? Hope you are doing great, happy, and healthy. So, before getting into the video, I want you all to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, which would help me with the YouTube algorithm by which I can reach to as many people as I can. Because every new information, every new authentic new information which you are receiving will help you raise your consciousness, will help you raise your vibration, will help with your DNA activation. So every new information will indeed help you with raising your own consciousness, your own vibrational level, will help you increase your own frequencies. So many people might be searching for right, authentic, correct information, but because there are so many people who are doing so many things on YouTube, they are teaching so many things, irrespective of how much knowledge they have or not, irrespective of if their own self are understanding it or not, irrespective of if they are experiencing it or not. So there are many people who are teaching so many things, but then every correct information might help somebody. So every correct information might change somebody else's life. So it's my sincere request for you to help me with the algorithm to reach to share this knowledge and information with as many people as you can, so that only if you resonate with it. Okay, I'm not asking you to forcefully do this. If you're resonating with the content which I'm providing, if you're resonating, if you're feeling that whatever I'm speaking is right, then share it with others. Okay, and try to understand it, try to implement these things in your life, because most of the things here, most of the content which I'm providing, I'm speaking with it out with because of my own experience or because of my own life lessons and learnings. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say, and now let's get into the video. Om Namo Venkateshaya. So please bear with me if my voice is little low. It's because I am going through the next level of awakening, and I'm going through some of the essential symptoms, and my DNA is activating, and there's so many things going on right now. But then I felt that I should record this because it is very, very important. Many people are asking about this, and they want to know about this movie and Ascended Master concept and all these things. So I'll tell my own experience and my own story as always. So I have been receiving so many downloads about Narayana and the concept of Ascended Master and all these things. My actual awakening journey started because of Ascended Masters. Okay, so everybody they climbs up the ladder. They from first class they will go to second class, then third class, then 10th, then they'll go to graduation, and then they'll do PG. For me, in my case is ulta. Okay, my case is reverse. First I started with PG only. First I started understanding the bigger higher energies. Then I came to the smaller forms of gods and goddesses. So my journey started with Ascended Masters only. Like my awakening started with them only, like understanding the Ascended Masters, Narayana, Lalita, Tripura Sundari, Durga, and all of them, all of this bigger energies, like which we cannot even imagine, which we cannot even understand normally. So I started with them only, the complex concepts. Okay, so I have been receiving so many downloads about Narayana and Mahalakshmi, Adi Lakshmi, which I can say, not just Lakshmi. Okay, Adi Lakshmi, and Adi Narayana. Okay, so what download I have received is, some I can share with all of you guys till whatever I remember right now, and I'm not feeling well, but still I'm recording. I feel like recording because it is important. So whatever is coming in my mind, I'm letting it flow. Okay, so when I started understanding the word Narayana, okay, Narayana means what? Narayana means the unmanifested form of energy. The first time when that unmanifested light form of energy, when it came into a manifested form, like when that unmanifested energy took a form, it became a human, it became like a human form. Okay, Narayana. So the unmanifested universal energy, when it got into the manifested form, and that form took into a shape of a human. Okay, Narayana, when you imagine Narayana, how does he look? Okay, he looks like just like a human, right? Yes, he have additional extra arms, but he's just like similar to humans, because he wanted us to understand about him. That's why he came into from manifested form to he came into manifested form. So that we can understand him, we can tap into his ascended master energy, so that we can receive his energies, his frequencies, so that we can receive his blessings, so that we can understand his whole concept, and we can understand the tattva of Narayana. Okay, so that's how he took the form of a manifested that's how he took a manifested form, and he became human like, and he just looks like a human. He also have two eyes, one nose, lips, and like face and body, arms, and hands and legs, and all this same thing like human, right? Same form of a human. Why he came into a human form? So that we all can understand him, right? So that's how Narayana came into existence in the all the worlds, all the three worlds, I can say, or I don't know how many worlds are there, but yeah, whatever. That's how he came into existence. The unmanifested light energy, when it came into manifested form, it became Narayana. Okay, and Narayana, he is always in Vaikuntha. Okay, in most of the South Indian temples, we worship the ascended master form of Krishna or Rama. Like we worship Narayana himself, right? Like in most of the South Indian temples, if you see, you will see the same image and idol of a Narayana, who is how he looks in the Vaikuntha, right? We have seen so many movies and so many all these things, how he looks in the Vaikuntha, right? How he is in the Vaikuntha. He is sleeping on the Adishesha, right? He's in one yoga pose, like he's sleeping in one side, and Lakshmi is near him, and right, those are that same picture which we see in Vaikuntha. It's the same idol we will worship in South India. There are so many temples which are ascended master form temples, like Narayana's temples only. Like we also have Krishna and Rama's temples, but their huge temples are based on this ascended master concept only, and huge temples we worship the Narayana's form only. We worship Narayana and Mahalakshmi's form only mostly. So what happened is, in this movie, in the beginning, they also showed the same thing, like the Narayana, the ascended master form of a Narayana who lives in the Vaikuntha. Okay, the Vaikuntha is much more bigger than the ascended master thing. It is like the ascended master thing is just for our universe, but Vaikuntha Narayana is more than that. In some other video I'll talk about the Vaikuntha and Narayana and Lakshmi, because it is a very deep and huge concept. But let's stick to the ascended master thing. Okay, so when the Vaikuntha's Narayana and a Mahalakshmi, so when he decided that he should come in onto earth, so that for the first time he decided to come onto the earth. That's because when the Bhrigu Maharshi, he goes and he stamps on the Narayana's heart, and we all know that story, right? When he stamps on the Narayana's heart, and Mahalakshmi, not just Lakshmi, okay, Mahalakshmi Devi, she gets angry that why, this Bhrigu Maharshi is stamping on your heart, because I am there in your heart and I don't feel nice, and he is, he is not respecting you. That was very disrespectful. That act itself was very disrespectful, and being his wife, okay, his twin flame, his counterpart Mahalakshmi couldn't bear that. Okay, and she came down onto earth, because she was angry on Narayana. And when she came down on the earth, and Narayana decided that he will the Vaikuntha Narayana, he decided that now he should also go to the earth, because he have to search Mahalakshmi, because without Mahalakshmi his Vaikuntha is empty, because he is not having his half soul, his wife is not there in his home, right? So because his wife is not there in his Vaikuntha, because the home without his wife is nothing for him, right? So that's why he came down to earth. So when he came down to earth, now the actual story of the movie begins, that for the first time, always Narayana takes out energy from him, a small bunch of energy, a small bunch of light, okay, a small light portion from him, a percentage of light portion from him, and that small percentage of light portion became Krishna avatar. Okay, can you imagine? Only a small amount of light portion became Krishna avatar, and the Krishna avatar became like huge thing on earth, right? We, like, so many people, like, only the Krishna avatar himself taught us so many things. The divine father, he taught us so many things. He gave us Bhagavad Gita and what not. So only that small portion can you imagine how just a small portion of him is how powerful it is, right? So that became that small portion became Krishna avatar. Okay, he when he emanated an energy out from him, and that became an avatar. Okay, that avatar was a Krishna avatar, and the Krishna avatar itself is so very much powerful. And then can you imagine if the entire Vaikuntha's Narayana is coming onto the ground, and then how powerful he will become, right? So we can estimate that. All right, so only the per certain portion of energy, when it is coming out from him, Narayana, it becomes Krishna avatar or Ram avatar or some other avatar or that avatar, this avatar. So there are so many avatars of Narayana. I'm not going into the details. Okay, so that's what they explained in the first scene of the movie. So the first time, because Lakshmi is not there, Mahalakshmi is not there, he had to come down to earth himself, like directly. Okay, now he's not sending any of his avatar. He is coming directly from Vaikuntha to Tirumala hills, okay, to find his counterpart Mahalakshmi. That's how the Tirumala hills and Tirupati temple, the most powerful temple in the entire India, came into existence. And I'm not going into details of the Tirupati hills and all these things, because I will talk about in my coming videos. But I want to just explain about this movie, because this concept is very important. So that's why I explained this concept. So when coming into if we come into the movie, there is a person called hathiRama. Okay, hathiRama. His name is hathiRama. This guy hathiRama, he is originally from North India, Ayodhya, okay, where Lord Ram is worshipped. Okay, so he comes from Ayodhya, and he is already like a saint, and he is like a biggest bhakt of Ram, and he is also was going through his own ascension journey. And he was already doing so many things in Ayodhya. He was already doing so many things in North India. But when he became young and all these things, and when he had, like, since his childhood only, he had this desire to see God. Okay, since his childhood only, he had this desire to see God. He's searching about God everywhere. Like, how can I see God? He want to talk to God. He want to see God. That is his own mission, his own life mission. That's why he is born. He is born to see God. That's the thing. So his birth itself happened because he wanted to see God. That is his main sole purpose, his main concept. Okay, so he wanted to see God. He searched everywhere. He's finding ways how can he see God, and he's finding so many clues and all these things. He'll accumulate so many things. He'll go to so many people, and one day he'll go to one guru. Okay, he'll go to one ashram, one guru. And by the way, the gurus are not those times. The gurus were highly intelligent, and they were very sacred, pure, and they are very good teachers. Okay, the real teachers, the real teaching, they have done the real teaching, not the fake gurus who are there in this generation. Okay, so that guru, what he will tell, he is also like very powerful. He always does meditation and all these things. He has this ability to see future and all these things. So what happens, he'll reach one ashram in search of a god. Okay, so his guru will, when he enters the ashram, his guru will ask him that, see, we are teaching so many syllabus here. Like, we are teaching this Veda, this Veda, this Veda. We have Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, all these Vedas. We have these many arts. And he'll ask that kid that what you want to learn. Okay, he'll ask that Rama. His name is Rama. Okay, the hero's name is Rama. He'll ask Rama, what do you want to learn here in this ashram? So he replies that I want to learn something by which I can see God. Okay, if there is some teaching, if there is some Veda or something which teaches us how to see God, then I want to learn that kind of a Veda. And the guru will also become into shock. Like, he will become shocked, like, oh my God, this kid is beyond my this expectations, like that. So his guru will meditate, and all these things will happen, and he will suggest him that, okay, if you want to see God, you want to learn one game. Okay, so he will teach him one game. Okay, that game's name is Pachika in Telugu. I don't know what they will call in Hindi. If you know about that, please comment in the comment section below. Okay, so it is Pachika. It's just like Ludo. Okay, in Mahabharata also they'll play something with dice, right? So that game. So whatever that name is in Hindi or English, you can comment in the comment section, okay, so that everybody will know. So he will learn that game. So his guru will tell that you have to first learn it, so that when time comes, you have to play this game with God, okay. That's why you are learning about this thing. So he will, the guru knows everything, he knows everything, whatever is happening, whatever the timeline is there of Rama and Narayana, whatever things will happen between Rama and Narayana, he knows everything already. He's just the vehicle of a divine. He's just playing like how divine is asking him to play. He's just the guru is just like a doing his sole purpose. He already knows everything, that what is going to happen with Rama, and what is how how he will see Narayana. He knows everything, but he is just guiding him, because he is just a little small kid now. That's why he is just telling him the next step. He is not telling him the entire story. He is just revealing the next step, what is going to happen. So like that, he will teach him that game, and he will tell him that after so many months passes, and he will tell that now the time came. Now the time came that you will see God. So for that you have to meditate. You have to meditate for longer years, so many years. After that only you will see God. Okay, like that here the guru will tell, and he will the guru will throw a ball in certain place in the forest, in the hills of Tirumala hills. So where that ball falls, that is a location where he have to meditate. So this Rama guy, he goes there and he will start meditating. So when he starts meditating, he will chant om 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 and all these things. So when he start meditating, he will meditate for longer time, and he in that meditation time only, from kid to he will become a younger adult. Okay, till the adult time he will meditate for so many years in that forest only, without moving anywhere. He will meditate for so many years. Okay, like that he will meditate, and after certain age, the Vatapatra Sai means the baby form of Narayana. Okay, we in south, there is also a story about Vatapatra Sai. I don't know exactly about it, but I'll tell you if I get a calling, or if I learn about it, I'll tell you. But there is a baby form of God, whom we name as Vatapatra Sai. Okay, so from when his when he's chanting reaches to God's heart, Narayana's heart, okay, in the Tirupati temple. So when it reaches his heart, from his heart, Vatapatra Sai baby in a leaf, the baby will be on the leaf, and that baby will come out of his heart, Narayana's heart. And that baby, when he reaches to hathiRama, or when he reaches to Rama, okay, when he reaches to Rama, he will become a school going boy kind of a age, and he'll become a little boy, okay, little kid. That boy is referred by hathiRama as Balaji. Okay, Balaji means what? hathiRama is a North Indian. Okay, in North India people will call like G, like they, with respect, they'll call G, right? Okay, so Bala means a boy. Bala means a kid who is a school going age kid, or who is a who is 9-year-old, something like that, below the teenage kind of age. Okay, in Bala means somebody who is a kid. Like we have Bala Tripura Sundari also, right? Bala Tripura Sundari, why we call her as Bala? Because she's in a kid form, that's why we call her as Bala. Same, now Narayana has appeared in front of Rama as a kid, right? So because he appeared in front of Rama as a kid, he is also called as Bala, and with respect he's calling him as G, right? That's how the name of Balaji came into the world, because of hathiRama. hathiRama gave him the name Balaji. Okay, here in South we call him as Govinda or Narayana, like that. But we don't. Before that, we did not have any name of Venkateshwara or Srinivasa as Balaji. We don't know that name in those times. Nobody had called him as Balaji before that. Okay, because hathiRama came from North India, and because of him the Narayana took that form of a kid. That's how he became Balaji to people, and that's how most of the North Indians, they don't know him as Govinda or Venkateshwara or Srinivasa. But if you go to them and if you say Balaji, they'll quickly remember, yeah, Balaji, we know Balaji, like that. So how all these things came? Because of hathiRama. Because of hathiRama, Narayana became Balaji, and because of the word Balaji, because hathiRama bought that, because hathiRama was the initiative in happening of all these things, because Narayana has become Balaji. That's why most of the North Indian people, most of the northern part of the India, they know Venkateshwara or Srinivasa as Balaji, because they I too have so many like family friends who are North Indians. They don't know the other names of Srinivasa, like Govinda, or we call him Govinda or Srinivasa or Venkateshwara. But if I go to them and if I say Balaji, they will quickly remember. They'll know who is Balaji is, like that, because Hathiram gave that. Because of Hathiram, that knowledge and that name came into existence. So when Balaji comes and he will do little tricks with Hathiram, he will he'll tease him, and Hathiram, because of his anger, he'll say that you please go, you are disturbing my meditation, like that. So Balaji just tricks him, and then he'll scold Balaji that please don't disturb my meditation, I want to see God, I'm doing your meditation very seriously, why are you disturbing me, I want to see Narayana, I want to see God, that's why I'm doing this meditation from so many years, you cannot disturb me, like that. So Balaji will go away from there for the time being, and then he, after his meditation is completed, he will reach to Tirupati temple, okay, the Tirumala Tirupati temple. And when he reaches to Tirumala Tirupati temple, what happens is there, people will throw him off, he will not people will not let him enter into the temple, main temple, because people will think that, oh, he's coming from somewhere, he's untidy, because of his meditation he becomes like, he doesn't look good, he looks like beggar or something like that. So people will throw him off, and he will be near that gate only, he'll be near that gate only, outside the gate only, and he wants to see God, because of his main purpose is only is seeing God, okay. Because of that, he will stay outside the temple only for so many days. So one woman will be there, she's like a rishi kind of a girl, okay. She will help him that, okay, you look like some saint or something, you are a very divine being. I think people will also understand all these things. People will also understand you, and don't bother them. And you have to, if you want to know Balaji, like if you want to know Srinivasa, Balaji or Govinda in a much better way, you have to read these ancient scriptures, okay. This Thala Purana of this temple, if you read this Thala Purana, you will understand him much betterly, you will be able to see God. So she will give him solution that if you want to see God now, so you have to read this Thala Purana, then you will be able to see God. See how people are helping him, like his main soul purpose, for his sole purpose to act for his life mission. Everybody who is coming into his life are helping him, are supporting him. You should also be like in the same way, right? So if somebody is having a sole purpose or a life mission, you should not deviate them, okay. You should also do your very best to help them reach to their soul purpose, their goal, because their soul purpose is not just their own soul purpose, it is a divine purpose, right? The entire story of HathiRama was a divine purpose. It is not just his own selfish mission, right? It is not just because he want to see God. All the things are not happening is just because he want to see God. It is happening because of the divine will, divine purpose. It is happening because of Narayana, right? It is happening because Narayana doesn't do partiality, like he doesn't make himself visible only to South India. He doesn't do partiality to North Indians, that these people don't know me, these people shouldn't worship me. He is not like that. Only humans are like that. Only humans do partiality, only humans do this division of North India, South India. Some people will talk about North India, South India is like this, North India is like this, all this bullshit topics, I'll feel very angry, because they are doing some division. If they are having this kind of opinions about North India is like this, South India is like this, South India people do these things, North Indian people do these things, I'll feel like I should go and slap them one, because it is creating a division in your mind. All the humans are equal, whatever part of the country, every part of the country, every culture has their own beauty and have their own essence. If you don't like something, then let that go, okay. Only take the purity, the essence, only take which is resonating, and leave the rest. So what I am saying here is the divine wants others also, the other part of the country also have to understand the concept of Narayana. Other parts of the people should also other part of the country should also understand who Narayana is, who ascended master is, right? So all the South Indians already know about all these things, because it is there in the greats, it is there, the temple is there here. But what divine wanted people to understand here is somebody who is coming from North India, and if he is teaching others, their people, the people, and he's taking the knowledge to different parts of India, then all the Indians will understand the most important and essence of the ascended master. So that's why God has played all this divine game. So that's how hathiram comes, and she will give him the Sthala Purana, because he is coming from Ayodhya and he don't know the Sthala Purana, like he don't know the so many other things. And the people here also who are already worshipping, they also don't know the most of the things. They are just blindly worshipping the Narayana. They are just going and blindly, superstitiously they are going and worshipping. They also don't know most of the things. So what hathiram will do is, he will take this Sthala Purana, he will in one go he will read the entire Sthala Purana. He is like totally focused, totally concentrated. Like he is like, wow, when I saw that scene, like I got goosebumps. Like continuously he was not bothered about him. He's not even bothered about is he eating or not, is he drinking or not, is he sleeping or not. He's not even bothered about anything. He's just reading and reading and reading this Sthala Purana, and he'll complete the Sthala Purana, the entire thing. And when he completes that, okay, he will make people understand that what is the importance of certain places in certain areas. Okay, first whom we should worship. First you should go in this place, you should worship this god first, and then you should go and reach to Narayana finally. Like that, the entire Sthala Purana of the temple will be there, that you can watch in the movie. So he'll explain the entire Sthala Purana, okay, to all the people there, and all the people will start liking him, and all the people will notice the importance of the temple, how important the temple is, like how important the every aspect and every ritual of the temple is, how certain things are performed in certain way, how this culture is, how the temple is, what are the importance, what happened in Narayana's timeline. Okay, all these things are shown, and all he will explain all these things clearly to all the public, all the people, and how the Padmavati and Narayana's marriage happened. Everything he will explain, everything, each and everything, and all these things to the people. And what happens is, then every day in the night, when in the entire day he will explain to people about all these things, and every day in the night what he will do is, every day in the night Narayana will come to him, and Narayana and Hathiram, both of them will play that game, the Pachika's game, I don't know what it is called in English, okay, that dice ludo kind of a game. Okay, so they will play that game every day in the night, they will play that game. And when Narayana and Hathiram plays that game, they will keep a bet. Okay, if I win, I will give this thing, and if you win, you will give that thing. Okay, like that they will keep a bet. And every time hathiram wins that game, and Narayana fails that game, because he since his childhood only is learning that game. Okay, he had become the master and expert of that game. So they'll play that game in a beautiful mountain and a waterfall kind of a area. That is also a beautiful, this entire movie is like a very it looks very good, it is very colorful kind of a movie. And when I saw this movie, like it is like so high vibrational, the colors of the movie, the scenes of the movie, the entire concept of the movie, like it is some kind of a beautiful high vibrational scenic kind of a thing. And they have the visual things, the visual effects, they gave it very nicely. And when I was understanding the meaning of Narayana, I wanted to see this movie for a long time, since so many months, since the time it got released. I always had a craving of watching this movie. I don't know why. I was not at all interested in Narayana and the Tirupati temple, even after being here. I'm sorry, but I have to say the truth, right? So I was not at all interested in all these things before, but I wanted to watch this movie. I was not at all interested in Narayana and Tirupati and all these things, not at all, at least not even 1%. Okay, so but I'm understanding the importance of it, and before I was not interested. So because of my awakening journey and all these things, now now also I'm not interested, but it is my, you can say, my purpose, my soul purpose, maybe associated with Narayana. And I don't know, now I was receiving so many downloads, so it was a compulsion kind of thing for me, that I should know this, I cannot move forward without knowing these things, right? So I was receiving so many downloads, and all these things happened. So that's how this craving started within me, that I should watch this movie. But this movie came long back, but at that time I couldn't watch this movie. I was not in India that time. And when I came to India, and after that also I was searching for this movie, but this movie, it did not, I couldn't for search, couldn't find for this movie anywhere. I was searching and searching and searching on online or OTT platforms also. I searched there also, this movie was not available. On YouTube also I searched for so many months, okay. Almost like from 6 months I was searching this for searching for this movie only. But suddenly when I started receiving the downloads of this movie, when I thought that I should watch this movie, there was a strong kind of craving happened within me to watch this movie. So that happened, and after few months, suddenly when I was decoding about Narayana, when I was understanding Narayana, when I was understanding ascended master identity, when I was understanding all these things, when my own consciousness level raised, this movie appeared in front of me. It was like fantastic. It was like very magical, okay. And this movie appeared in front of me, and I thought that now the time came for me to watch this movie. Then I started watching this movie, and it was very high vibrational. So that's how I ended up watching this movie, and that's how I understood so many things about Tirupati also. I'm really, really, really grateful to Narayana, and I'm really very sorry that I ignored him. Now I understand his importance. I feel like crying now. Okay, but now I am grateful that at least now I understood him. I was ignoring him for a long time, but now I understand him. Now I have that respect, that value, okay, towards him, because now I understand now I am learning the importance of how important all these things were, how valuable all these things were. But because of my own ignorance, because of my own ignorant mind, I was doing some rubbish, stupid nonsense, and I was ignoring this entire concept completely. But now I have learned my lesson, okay. So that's how I understood Ascended Master, and they were playing the game every night. And in that game, Narayana used to the hathiRama used to win every time, and Narayana used to give every time when hathiRama wins, he used to give one jewelry of Narayana to hathiRama. Like one day he will give ring of Padmavati. When Padmavati and Narayana, when they got engaged during the wedding, they will exchange rings, right? So one day he will give that ring of Padmavati, ring for which Padmavati gave him during his wedding ceremony, like that. So one day he will give that emerald ring, okay, diamond ring, blue sapphire or emerald, I don't remember exactly, but one diamond ring of Padmavati to hathiRama. The next day he will give his jewelry, and like that he will lose his entire jewelry. Like that he'll lose his entire jewelry to hathiRama, okay. And every night they used to play this thing, every night they used to play this game, and every morning, completely the entire day, he will explain people about the importance of the temple and Sthala Purana and all these things from Vedas and Puranas. He'll take out all those things and information about Narayana, and he'll explain everything about Narayana to all the people, all the visitors who are coming, all the pilgrims who are coming to visit the temple, okay, all the bhakt, okay. So he will explain all the things to that bucks, okay. And when in the night when he wins all the jewelry of Narayana, one day there is a villain part of this movie also. This villain will be dark forces, and whatever gold is coming to Narayana, okay, in Tirumala Tirupati, we already know that people will offer so much gold to Narayana, and he is the most richest god in the entire country, right? So when people offers gold, and the there will be people in the temple committee, they will he's a villain, and what he will do is whatever the pilgrims are gold they are giving to Narayana, he will take all those gold, and he will use that gold for his personal uses, okay. So like that he will do cheatings, and in temple also there will be so many, they will not provide the actual shelter to the public. They will not provide water and food to the public who are coming, pilgrims who are coming to the temple. They will not look after the public who are coming to the temple, and they'll take entire money of Narayana's and entire money of the whatever public is offering the Narayana. They will take entire money and gold, all these things, and they will do all these dark forces kind of a thing as usual, okay. So they will do all these corruption things, okay. So when they do all these things, and hathiRama will fight for the rights of the pilgrims, okay. He will expose those people, expose those dark forces, and he is the main that is the main purpose of him, that the main sole purpose of him is to expose these dark forces and stop the whatever the things dark forces are doing, stop the corruption of dark forces, and also to give the real knowledge of Narayana to the public. So that was his sole purpose, and he continues doing all these things. He continuously does all these things, and and one day what happens is the dark people who are there, the leader who is there in the temple committee, okay, he will blame Narayana that he has stolen all the jewelry of Narayana. One day when the Narayana goes to the, as usual, Narayana the entire night he will play with hathiRama, and in the morning he will go and stand, his energy will his energy is merged into the idol, that main Srinivasa's idol, okay. And because after his energy gets merged into the idol, all the people will come in the morning, and they will worship Narayana. So like that, so many days pass by, and one day people will see that whatever gold is on which is there on the idol, the main idol, it is not there. The idol is without gold, and people will blame that the hathiRama has taken the gold, the entire gold. So they will blame hathiRama that he has taken entire gold, and he is a thief, and he has stolen the entire gold. And that a woman who is there, who is she is helping this Narayana, she will come and she will say that, oh, please don't do all these things with him. He's an innocent guy. He's a divine being. How can you blame him for stealing that the entire gold and all these things? Then during that time, there will also be a king. Okay, the king of that kingdom. Okay, that king will also come, and they will think that, okay, that king will test him, that if you want to prove yourself as a divine being, and if you want to whatever stories you're telling that God is coming to you and playing with you every night, if we want to believe that all those things, then we will test you. What test they will put is they'll put him into a jail, and in that jail they'll put so many sugar canes, okay, till the morning he should complete all the sugar canes. Then they will believe that he's a divine being only, otherwise they will not believe that he's a divine being. So they'll put this test, and it is impossible for a human to complete all these sugar canes. So hathiRama, what he will do, he will be in the jail, and he will pray, as usual he will do his meditation even in the jail. He will just pray to Narayana, and he will leave it to Narayana only. He will surrender the things to Narayana, because he knows the truth, right? Whatever was happening, Narayana was coming to him, and he was visiting him every night. So he will just pray to Narayana, and he will surrender all his situation to Narayana only. So what happens is, one divine elephant comes. It comes into the jail. The jail's doors and all those things are locked. The divine elephant will come inside the jail. The jail is entirely closed. It is locked, and there are walls completely in the four sides, but there is no way that an elephant come inside the jail. But the elephant will come inside the jail energetically. It will pass through the walls, and it will eat all the sugar canes which were there in the jail, okay, and it will eat all the sugar canes till the morning. And when the people will come in the morning, when they see all these things, they will feel shocked. Oh my God, he's really a divine being. We have unnecessarily doubted this guy, and he's really a divine being. Whatever he was telling, it was truth, okay. So they will believe him. They will believe in him that yes, he is really a divine being, and he has not done any mistake. They'll accept their mistake, and they will accept that he is a divine being. So like that people will prove that, the divine will prove that he is really a divine being, and he'll be so very famous. And what Narayana will do here is, there will be a idol which is named in the name of hathiRama, okay. Narayana will play in such a way that the idol of a hathiRama is also built and near the temple, and people are also worshipping hathiRama. So one day Narayana will come in some old man kind of a form, and he will tell that, oh, why are you worshipping Narayana? The real main god is hathiRama. You should go and worship hathiRama's idol, because it is more powerful. Like that he will tell, and he will divert all the people who are coming into Narayana, who are coming to watch Narayana. He will divert all the people to hathiRama only, okay. So when he diverts all the people to hathiRama doesn't like it. He will feel angry on God, because whoever are coming to Narayana, he is diverting all the people to hathiRama. So that's how he will get pissed off. He'll feel frustrated, and he will get angry that why are you doing all these things? If you are doing all these things, then I will leave this temple. I will go away from this temple. Like that he will feel angry, and he'll start going away from the temple. Then Narayana again comes, and he'll tell, why are you going? Please stop, hathiRama. When he started walking away from the temple, he'll get down the hills, and he will decide, now the hathiRama will decide that now I will leave this temple. Now I don't want to be here, because people are not worshipping Narayana, people are worshipping me. I doesn't like it, okay. So people's focus should be on Narayana, not on me, like that. So Narayana will come, and he will say that, oh, please, please, please don't go. Why are you doing like this? Please don't go. You should be here only. Why you are my, the important bhakt, okay? You should not go from here. Why are you doing all these things like that? Narayana will say, and whatever places he touches, Narayana will touch certain places. When Hathiram he comes down onto the hills, and Narayana also will come. He will follow him, and he will touch certain places, and that places will also become energetic spots, okay? The energetic spots, because Narayana himself has touched those places, right? So those places also become energy spots. And see how divine plan is. Everything happens because of a divine, divine plan. That's how those places will also become energy spots, because Narayana has touched those places. And he will ask Mahalakshmi to stop him, he will ask Garuda to stop him, and he will not listen to anybody, okay? He will not listen to anybody, and Hathiram will not listen to anybody. And finally Narayana will only come to him, and Narayana will stop him. Why are you going? Oh, please don't go, like that. So Hathiram will tell that, okay, I will not go, I will stay here only. You will you should do the what the word I forgot, but he will do, he will say something that you should bury me alive here only, like that. So you should bury me alive here only, so I will become permanently here only, my energy will be here only permanently, like that. So Narayana will feel very disappointed, and he will feel very sad that now Hathiram's timeline is ending, like that. So he had done his soul mission, soul purpose, everything, and Narayana also enjoyed it. Narayana also played with him, enjoyed with him, he had a good company by playing with Hathiram, and all these beautiful kind of things happened. And Narayana also feels little bit sadder that, oh, my Hathiram, my child is going now, and his timeline is ending, like that. But it is his last wish, Hathiram's last wish, right? So his last wish is to bury him alive in that temple mountain, near the temple mountain place only. Narayana should himself bury him alive, like that. So Narayana buries him. He will feel very disappointed, and he will feel very sad. But because it is Hathiram's last wish, he will do that, and he will bury him in the ground only, alive. So during that time also he will say Narayana, 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 like that only he will end his life, okay? So this was the story of Hathiram. So this entire story of Om Namo Venkateshaya is the story of Hathiram, okay? How the divine saint has brought that ancient knowledge, wisdom of the Sthala Purana, mainly the Sthala Purana of the temple, and what are the important spots and power spots, the power points of the temples, and important high vibrational points of the temple, and what is the main importance of the temple, and how the temple is important, why the ascended master, and it also explains about the ascended master and all these things. And by the way, the name Hathiram, why it came as Hathiram, actually his name is Rama, okay? We don't call him Ram, okay? In North India they call Ram, right? We say him as Rama, okay? Somebody is there in Telugu language, we always end with a or ma, right? Like that. So we call, like, his name was Rama, Rama, Rama. The entire movie, his entire name is Rama only. But when that elephant comes and he eats all those sugar canes, from that time he is called as HathiRama, okay? Narayana himself gives him that name HathiRama, and that's how his name comes into existence, that from now he's called as HathiRama. And there is also HathiRama's idol in the Tirumala temple, and the importance of HathiRama, and how HathiRama got buried alive. Narayana himself buried him alive, and all the importance and significance of the temple, and Sthala Purana and Vedas, and all these things are shown in the movie. And what I liked most importantly is the visuals. The visuals are very vibrant, beautiful, the colors they used, and the looks of the Saurabh Raj Jain, and he looks very beautiful. He looks like Narayana only. He looks like Narayana himself, like that. And Mahalakshmi also, the Padmavati also, she looks very beautiful. I mean, the entire, it's like the movie is just like a visual treat. I loved watching that movie, because visually it looks very, very beautiful, and how they played, how they showed the entire movie, it was very nice. So I also learned so many things about the temple, the culture, and they because the HathiRama also bought one thing, that during a particular day, I don't remember what day it is, but during that day they will do Aarti of Narayana with butter, okay? Because in Krishna avatar also he likes butter, right? So he likes butter and all these milk items, milk products. So he will during that particular day they will do butter Aarti. So the butter Aarti concept also was bought by HathiRama only. So the things are, I've learned so many things things from this thing, and I've learned so many things about Tirupati temple from this movie. And because I was already receiving so much information about ascended master and all these things, and this movie and all these things were little puzzle pieces of my own downloads and all these things. So it was so beautiful, and I have already explained you about this movie, but you should still watch this movie because it is nice. If you find this movie, if you can understand Telugu, please watch it in Telugu. If you don't understand Telugu, please add subtitles. And if you still don't find the movie with subtitles, please watch it, search some Hindi version of it, and watch that in Hindi version, because it is very beautiful movie. And if you watch this movie even after me telling it, you will receive your own downloads about Narayana. You will tap into that ascended master frequency, okay? So you will start connecting with ascended master, the real ascended master. So I request you all to watch this movie and listen to this. If you don't understand anything about ascended master, please listen to this again, because every new information is also a DNA activation. So if you listen to this, the entire thing, if you're listening about some ascended master, then your DNA will activate itself. You're receiving some higher knowledge, right? So ascended master knowledge is literally a higher knowledge. If you're understanding ascended master, then your DNA activation process will also go in a faster way, right? So if you are finding this movie in Hindi version, please put it down in the comment section below, so that those who don't understand Telugu, they can also watch this movie. So please, it's my request, if you are finding it in this Hindi version of this movie, please add it into comment section so that everybody can watch this movie, okay? So this was the movie called Om Namo Venkateshaya. Such a beautiful movie, such a beautiful ascended master. I'm feeling very blessed, and I'm feeling very grateful that now we are understanding ascended masters also, right? So we have already, there are so many fake ascended masters who are already there on the internet. I don't, I cannot understand them, but the first ascended master whom I understood is actually Narayana only. So this is my first topic about ascended master identity. I hope you like this video as much as I did. So I have put in lots of hard work and efforts to bring out this, because I wasn't feeling well, but still I was recording this so that I wanted you all to understand it. But the only thing you can do is to like, share and subscribe to this channel, so that it will motivate me even during my tough times to make such videos, okay? To bring this knowledge, to bring this information to you all guys, okay? So thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all. Thank you so much.